So what's up everybody? Today we are playing some Oswald Fiddlebender Lantern Control. Before we get into the deck tech, I want to remind you to like and subscribe, and feel free to leave a comment down below of what you thought about the video. So let's get into it. This is a deck donation that involves, or like revolves around Oswald Fiddlebender using his activated ability to get kind of whatever we need at the time we need it. So he says 1 white tap, sacrifice an artifact. We can search our library for an artifact card with mana value equal to 1 plus the sacrifice artifact's mana value, put it into the battlefield, then shuffle. So what we're looking to do is take our Mishra's Baubles and our lands, turn them into portable holes. We can take our portable holes and turn them into portable orbs, void mirrors, even corridor monitor. This is a one of, but basically when it comes into the battlefield, we can untap target artifact or creature. So we Oswald activate, get corridor monitor, untap him. We can sack monitor, and we can get an ensnaring bridge. So that's just like an easy way to get what we need. For the mana base, we're running 3 fast lands with Concealed Courtyard. We have Darksteel Citadel, the sack to get our portable holes, and kind of anything else we need at that time. Any 1-drop CMC. We have our Rainbow lands, our basics just in case for Blood Moon, and then obviously Urza Saga is always nuts. Let's see. Everything else is pretty standard. We have our shredders, our lanterns, our needles, and yeah, so that's like the main deck. The sideboard, we have more removal and prismatic ending. Canonist is good for like combo and cascade. We have elixir for burn and mill. We have another needle for that flexible card. Some graveyard hate, combo hate Tron for that burn matchup. This is like another needle effect. Some more protection. An extra bridge just in case we're up against like more creature decks and bridge is just like game over. Ratchet Bomb is pretty flexible, hits anything we need to, and then Witchbane Orb for burn, for amulet, stuff those Valaka triggers, and some any hand disruption decks. So that's pretty much this deck. I'm excited to try this, see how Oswald fares in this meta in Lantern Control. Yeah, if you're enjoying the content, again, make sure to like, subscribe, all that good stuff, and let's get into the gameplay. Round 1, we are on the draw here. I kind of like this hand. It has Oswald. We kind of want to test this out. Let's keep it. See where it takes us. It's kind of like a little mixture. We're going to Shredder turn 1. Swift Spear. So we do have... So Thoughtseize isn't the greatest here. We do have Cookbook, which is nice. So this might just be like a Cookbook and go kind of game. So we're going to lose 2 life here, but I think it's worth it to see. Okay. So we're definitely going to take Eidolon here. They do have 2 burn spells. They get to hit us for... It's going to be a lot, but it's going to be 6, 7, 8. Or just 7 next turn, I guess. We have to take Eidolon here. Don't want to crack that yet. But yeah, this might just be a Cookbook and hope we get there. They took a creature, which makes me not want to play. That's not what we need. Okay. So let's see what we're drawing there. Boar's Charm. So they can't cast that. So they can attack. We're going to get hit for 3. We're going to hit for 9 here. We're going to be making a lot of food and that's pretty much going to be the gameplay. They don't have lures either, which is nice. So skewer, sure. Then another skewer. So we're going to discard him. Especially, we don't want to cast him into... Just eat a food. And we got to save some stuff for, let's see what they're drawing. A Rift Bolt. So that's a reason to have Void Mirror here. Void Mirror counters Rift Bolt. We don't need another Shredder, so we can get rid of that. We would love a Lantern, though. Another Skewer. So they're going to suspend Rift Bolt here. I don't know exactly what we're looking for, but that's what we were looking for. That's a white land. That's a Lantern, that's good. We're at 4. So we know they have Boris Charm in hand. I think we just have to do this and then play the Void Mirror out. Yeah, we just lose, I think. We need them to hit a... Oh my god. We just gotta do this and then hope. Could I hope they had a land? And we're going down to 1. Oh wait, no, we still lose. We still lose. Okay, yeah, we weren't winning that. For some reason, I was thinking the prowess trigger wouldn't trigger. All right, so just against burn, have a decent amount of cards to bring in. Definitely these 4. So for out, Void Mirror, Torpor Orb, a Pithing Needle, the Thoughtseize is not great here. So we bring out these and we bring in something like that. I think that's good. Let's try that. I mean, we're gonna keep. We can see what they're. So they do have a smash. Most of these decks are on like about like 3 smashes, I guess. If they attack, we do get a land. That's sweet. There's a bridge. Play this out. I'm not sure if we want them. If we want to be on the want them to be on the creature or not. Plan because we have bridge until they blow it up. I think can mill the creatures. Maybe try to keep them on lands if possible. This is tough because they have a lot of redundancy here. Lightning bolt. I just really don't want to draw this. I mean, this could be our 4th land for Witchbane Orb. I mean, maybe we do keep them on creatures because we're going to be activating Urza Saga anyway. But maybe if they're on a 1-lander. Oh, that's a good one. Let's see if they have a 2nd land. They do. Rift Bolt. Guess double Rift Bolt, I'm assuming. Oh, Lava Spike, okay. Guess we're going to be playing our Dragon's Claw. Pretty good. You can stream, but can't come for a game night. Oh, wait, we knew they had this. That's okay. If they're killing this, then they're not hitting our Witchbane Orb. That's fine. So much pain, yeah. Just like an unfortunate incident. Alright, so there's a land. I don't really want this quarter monitor either. Maybe we can spike a land here. Prismatic Ending. And we have to tap this because we need the 4th mana. Could get Elixir to gain 5 life. We just get a cookbook. I'm assuming all the stuff in their other cards in their hand. So we have like 3 turns. So hopefully they don't have any more creatures. So they're gonna make us draw a Saga. That's fine. If they pass here, because we don't mind drawing this land because we're just gonna pitch it anyway. Hopefully they don't shock this in. That would be bad. They shocked it in. All right, I'm assuming they have a smash to Smithereens, then we just lose. Don't want them having that. Okay, they can have another land. I meant to do this on my turn, but that's fine. Actually, nah, I guess that was a mistake. We could have, yeah, I'm like zoned out. They could have kept the ball too because they can't target us. That's fine. So now we have Elixir. They're just drawing a bunch of lands. They can get rid of this one if they want. Yeah, my sequencing was off there. Make a food. Play Elixir. That should seal it up. Ben has been reading a lot of our cards. It's interesting. Okay. I was gonna say it's not really doing much. I mean, yeah, so that's kind of what we have to do is kind of lock him out that way. No, this hand is awful. Guess we'll try this. The other hand we could have capped and just, but if they kill Oswald, it does nothing. Back 2 lands and hope for the best here. Get him for 1. There we go. Bobble's turned it on. Good draw. Oh, they're on a 1-lander. Boros Charm. Just gonna crack both of them. We definitely want to hit our land drops. Wait, we still have Cage in here? That's a mistake. Roiling Vortex. I guess we're going to keep them on one land. That's going to be the name of the game. I mean, we're on one land also, but I hate that that we have cage in here. Yeah, if we can keep them on one land and burn. Just lava spike, yeah. As much as I want the shredder. On my hand. Okay, cookbook is not the worst. Guess we're not going to get to use Oswald here. Because we already drew the Witchbane. There's a creature. I just want some lands. There we go. So they will get to draw the creature, but let's eat the food now. Hopefully that doesn't bite me. It did. Man. Gonna do a 4. No, I don't think we can win now. We were just like too slow with our lands. That's crazy though. We had 3 baubles and we just didn't get there. So they're gonna have 2 lands next turn, play Boiling Vortex, and then just kind of go from there. Or I mean, they could just Boros Charm us. We're just gonna slowly die. But if we had a land, we could go Witchbane Orb. I think that's like the best to stall. Yeah. Because this is slowly gonna kill us. And then we can't gain life either. There's a land. We have to play everything out. And they would just have I guess they don't have so now we need another prismatic ending. Yeah, they just have smash. Nah, nothing we can do. Damn. That was a rough one. Alright, round 2. This looks good. Looks fine, I'd say. Depends on what we're up against. See if this cage is relevant. No, not burn again. This is gonna be a terrible league, huh? At least we could like turn cage into something relevant. We can Fiddlebender it if it survives. We can also saga into a cookbook. Forest charm, sure. Yeah, we'll see if Oswald lives. At the worst, he'll just like eat a burn spell. Or turn on Searing Blaze. So that's one issue with playing creatures in this deck. Like this card was dead, but because we have, oh my god, we milled Academy again. I mean, their hand is pretty nuts, so we're not going to get to do much here. Over here trying to have fun. We just lose to like anything. So make a construct. Yeah. Damn. This is the second burn game in a row. Alright, let's make sure we board out a Cage this time. Cage. Thoughtseize, this. Put out all that. Bring in all of this. Keep another needle, and we can needle Vortex. These hands have not been great. They're like, they could be anything kind of hands. But we'll keep it because we can kill a turn 1 Swift Spear. Another land. What do you want to add for the prison element? I mean, let's play Oswald. Hopefully it doesn't get Searing Blazed. Okay, we'll take a Helix, that's fine. Looks like they're on a creature light hand, which is the opposite of what I want. Let's try that. I don't know if that's going to be too slow or not, but let's try it. Could be way too slow, and we could just like one cookbook immediately. Roiling Vortex, okay. So we can take care of that with Prismatic Ending. I mean, I guess we play this. We're not like doing anything else anyway. Well, there's not a 5-color there's not a 5-color prison in Legacy and Vintage, right? I don't another Boiling Vortex, okay. So they are flooding. That's good. So do this again. Oh, wait. Actually, let's do this, because then we can Academy. Yeah. We should have done this last turn. I wasn't thinking. So they're drawing the Goblin Guides. We're not going to attack. And then we're going to put back map. On top of our deck. Another Rift Bolt. Luckily they are flooding. Now I can go get Saga here. White was balance. I mean, there's like a balance. You can play balance here if you want. Or the card similar to that. And then we just pass. And we're gonna eventually get Cookbook. I mean, they're flooding hard, which is nice for us. But we're just like doing absolutely nothing either. We haven't drawn any of our sideboard cards. I'll keep this to pitch to a Cookbook. Do we want to get rid of Goblin Guide now? I don't think so. You could just pass again. We're just going to go on the beatdown and hope we get there. That's fine. See, it's tempting to actually go get something to get what's it called? But I guess we'll like I kind of want to get Shredder to go with Lantern, but I think it's better just to go Cookbook. And then we can we'll take 2. Hopefully that doesn't kill us. Because we tapped out like an idiot. Nice. Okay. Yeah, so this deck isn't running Shadow Spear. I was just thinking about that too. Shadow Spear would be great. Cool. So they flooded hard. That's the only reason we won there. I guess we'll run it back. So we have 2 Sagas. We have 4 lands. These hands are just like so sketchy. I don't think this hand's good enough. I mean, I don't know. This is like fine enough, I guess. I don't really know what I'm looking for here. I mean, I know we want our sideboard cards, but going to 5 for our sideboard cards, that's just like rough. I don't know. Like this, the other 7 was better than this 6, but we were just hoping for a better hand. Eidolon. Probably Lightning Bolt. It's a pretty tough matchup. They just have a lot of redundancy. Rift Bolt, sure. But you definitely have to mill this. You don't really want to be drawing Pithing Needle either, but... We're going to take 5 here, minimum. Yeah. Yeah, we can't win. Nothing we can do. Yeah, just double land, yeah. Damn. Alright, burn, burn. 2 burn matchups in a row. Unfortunate. Do we keep because we have main deck Torp Orb? Let's do it. 5 lands, main deck Torp Orb. As long as, I mean, they're just gonna Thought Seize us and then just ruin our dreams, but... Oh my god. That's what we didn't want to see, another land here. I feel like they play something. Oh my god, are you serious? Alright, well we're gonna jam because we have Academy runes and we can just get it back. Because all they would have is drown and they can't drown this. Consider. So next time we can just bridge. And then we just have to worry about Jace. But I don't think Jace is going to be an issue. We just gotta like not draw lands. I don't think they have anything to get rid of these. Just gonna draw 3. Or draw 2. Portable hole. Yeah, I'm not sure what they do here. But they can definitely Jace, start milling themselves. Thoughtseize, take a portable hole, sure. Play 1/3. And we're gonna start milling ourselves so that way we can find some lock pieces with Academy. It's gonna turn on Drowned, but so they shock that in Inverter. Oh jeez, yep. Put Lantern back on top. Void Mirror. We just need to find a needle for Jace. Murktide Regent, we don't care about. They're gonna mill it anyway. Thoughtseize, take a planes that they know about. So we don't want Void Mirror. Take a Shredder. Then we just play out our planes. So now we're really going to be digging for either Saga or Needle. We have 2 Needles, 4 Sagas. We don't want that. Just play it out. Really need to find a Needle. 2 Needle, 4 Saga, 4 map. 1 map. The map is a Saga target. But Jace is going to ultimate, not next turn, but next turn. There's a Saga. Do we want the Saga though, or do we try to get the Needle? Because I think we have to get the Needle because it's going to be too slow. Alright. I mean, it's a sure thing to get the Saga. I don't know. They've Remand? Or... Delve or Murktide? Sure. Guess we take the Saga. Fiddlebender. Fiddlebender's good. Because we can turn our Darksteel Citadel into... I'm assuming they're sitting on like a shit ton of removal though. So it's like... They probably have like a million Fatal Pushes in hand. Yeah. Yeah, if we don't find the needle, they're just gonna win. Yeah, I guess maybe we should have kept the Saga early. Maybe that was greedy. So we know they have counter spells. I'm gonna draw this Thoughtseize. They want to drown it, they can, I guess. Alright, so we are going to get the needle for Jace, but they're going to be at... Like, we're eventually going to lose this. Yeah, this is going to be tough. And they can plus Jace again. Yeah, we might just lose this to Jace ability. How many Jaces have they gone through? Because we need Prismatic Ending, I guess. We haven't seen any Prismatic Ending. There's 1, 2... Oh, they're being greedy with the Jaces. So we can find a Prismatic Ending for Jace here. Oh my god, we don't have Prismatic Ending main board, do we? Man. That's not good. We have no way out. We don't have Prismatic Ending main board. Damn, that sucks. So you can't get rid of bridges. Yeah, we're just screwed. Damn. All right. Prismatic Ending. So this is in... Yeah, so I'll typically run Prismatic Ending main board just because it's so flexible. Portable Hole doesn't... Portable Hole's great with Oswald, but it doesn't hit anything past 2. Yeah, I guess, what are we taking out here? Void Mirror. Cookbook. Cage. Portable Hole doesn't really... doesn't really hit anything. And then maybe like Soul God Lantern. This hand. No. that hand's better. Let's go turn 1, Inquisition. Take their counterspell. They can just Inquisition us if they want. Fuck Oswald. Drawing a lot. Drown in the lock. Double Thoughtseize. Guess we'll see if they drew anything that turn. Okay, they drew Regent. Shredder. Play out Shredder. I don't even want to mill myself because of Drown, but I'm pretty sure it doesn't matter anyway. We have enough in our graveyard to where it's already a thing. Or it's already turned on. There's a Lantern. Mill the Inverter. Draw Drown. I was gonna say I wanted to kind of get things going before I blew Thoughtseize. But they just might drown this anyway. No. I guess we just take Jace and then they just spend all their removal and stuff on another push. Alright, so they're gonna hide away something. Watery Grave, we don't care about that. So they still have Urborg, they still have all this in hand. Do we want Spellskite? I don't think so. Bridge. Courtyard. I guess we're just gonna keep them on lands and nothing else. So they'll push this end of turn. Or not. They're just super tapped out. And they can just drown that one. Okay. I'm just gonna say we just get another Shredder. So they have push and Urborg. And they're just gonna be drawing lands forever, so now they lose. I'll draw another Saga. Think he'll drown this? Sure. Just have Urborg in hand, and they're just going to be drawing lands for the rest of their... Let's see. Can cast Consider. Thoughtseize revealed. Inverter. Ugh. Okay. Kind of being a little aggressive there with our milling, but there's Sheldock. And we still have 2 lanterns. We have a lot of fail safes. Okay. Cool. So I guess we just like run that back. Like Murktide and stuff. Unless I get like turn 1 discard. They could hit our Thoughtseize. Or they could take our bridge. One of these 2. I feel like they will take Thoughtseize and then have another like Thoughtseize or Inquisition for this. Yep. Just play out everything. Two with the drawing. Another Thoughtseize. So bridge is gone. And that's why we bubble on our turn, so if they do have hand disruption, they don't get to see what we draw. So they're definitely gonna take bridge away. Nice. Saga. Ending. Alright. Hopefully we can ride the Saga train home. That's his Oracle. I guess they have multiples. Casting that early leads me to believe that. Or they just have absolutely nothing and they're just like struggling to Jace, okay. Might just have to like needle Jace. Pretty good draw. Jace isn't too worrisome right now because we have a lot of threat coming. But they could also have just like pushes and drowns in hand. Okay, they're drawing. So that means they're missing land drops? Wow, they are. Hmm. So what do we want to do with that information? They're missing land drops. Let me just get Lantern here. So they're not drawing a land again. There's a land. Alright, so they're obviously going to draw the land. There's inverter. So I know they have Jace in hand. And Oracle. So we definitely have to get rid of that. If they tap out, I think we can win. Because we go ending on Oracle, play Shredder. So we want them to tap out. That would be ideal. Doesn't look like they're going to. If they drown this... Archmage Charm? Let's attack. Yeah, so we should have played this first. Trying to think how they get out of this. So they have Jason Inverter. They can cast Inverter. We kill Oracle and just win. Murktide Regent. Okay, that's something we should have thought about. Because we kill this, we redirect Fatal Push to that. Let's just make a mana here. Doesn't really matter what we get. Kothos' Oracle. If they go to push one of these, we just redirect it and we win. Yep. So our spell spite's great. Nice. Easy. So far, we haven't gotten to use Oswald yet, which is sad. But I mean, like, that's kind of the meta where small creatures just die so quickly. This hand... We're going to keep it. It has disruption, protection, and all our colors. So we'll try it. Could be kind of like a loose keep, but... What if Torp Orb just wins us the game? Or what if we just eat that Utopia Sprawl? Let's see what they're on. Oh, geez. Okay. You know, take presents and... Is it even worth it to... You're gonna Utopia Sprawl... I don't even think it's worth it. This is so much mana. It's all redundant, so. What a beautiful deck, yeah. Let's see if we can beat the Enchantress deck. It's tier 0. I mean, for drawing like this, any deck's going to be tier 0. So they're going to save all these for once they actually get an Enchantress, I guess. Maybe they're desperate now because they want to draw cards. That's a ramp. This is when we wish we had our lock, so we could just kind of keep them on mana. That's what we don't want to see. We can portable hole it, I guess. Can't do much else. We don't care about solitary. This matchup is like pretty heinous in general. Both decks are just like kind of doing their own thing. It's just annoying, to be honest. I don't think we're favored from my experience, but I think we're like 1 and 2 against this deck or something. We do get to portable hole this, but then they also have this, which is pretty frustrating. They're just gonna start like popping off. I'm sure you'd love to see this hack. Okay. Drawing a bauble. Cool. Snaring bridge does nothing. Yeah, we're drawing. We need some shredders here, or sagas or something. So you're gonna draw a lot here. And it's good that they're using the on thin ice now, because in case we draw Saga. Curse of Silence. I guess they can just name Bridge. Maybe I'll learn something new. I don't know. Yeah, I think it. Yeah, I agree. I think it is stock. But they're just like popping off. This matchup's so miserable. Like, coming from a Lantern player, I feel like this is even more miserable. Cage. I mean, do we even play the... I don't think we play the bridge out yet. I know it looks so tempting to name it, but you cannot. But you can, but you shouldn't. That would be engraved on the YouTubes forever. I feel bad these games aren't going well. Like we're 1 and 2, but like we're not getting to do what we want to do. So it kind of stinks. And I should be casting it and not holding it. Like a smart person. I should have cast it last turn. Oh, wow. I guess they don't have... What? Okay, I guess they're not running Emrakul, but I mean, even if they are... Let's say they are running Emrakul. I guess they can't attack through the bridge anyway, right? That was interesting. What are we bringing in? I feel like Aetherborn Canonist is nuts, right? Like if this card gets played against you, you're just like not gonna be happy. Void Mirror I don't think is good. Torpor Orb doesn't do anything, right? Cookbook doesn't. Cage doesn't. You gotta help me with this, Zach. Where's Portable Hole's good. Or Mirror, Cookbook, Cage, yeah. Do we not have Relic in this? I thought we just... Oh, Relic's up here. We took Relic out. Or Relic's not in the main. We want Elixir? Why do we want Relic? Why do we care about their graveyard? Oh, true. Yeah, I guess that's one thing. But even if yeah, if we have to grind it out, because I was gonna say, even if we have 1 Pixis for that. We have 2 Pithing Needle. Do we need a 3rd? I don't think so. We have a lot of hand disruption. Welding Jar for protection, right? So let's take these out. We want the 3 prismatic ending in. 59. I do like a Soul Guide over Relic because we're not. Then we have these 3 left. Let's just try this. As weird as this hand looks like, I think we keep this. I think we're gonna get an Urza Saga down early. Curse of Silence. Thoughtseize. They picked the wrong one. If you draw a 0, Quarter Monitor. Nah, I mean, maybe. Let's start with Urza Saga. Then we can Inquisition next turn. There's Thoughtseize. Alright, looks like we're taking Blood Moon here. Their hand is gas, huh? Don't have any other plays. But yeah, so next turn they can tap this. He salivated seeing that hand. Yeah, this hand is nuts. So they don't draw a land, and then they can just tap this for 3 mana. Oh, they drew a land too. Oof. All right, well their hand is gonna like pop off. Could be milling ourselves, maybe. There's Prismatic ending. Is there anything we can get here, like immediate effect? Don't think so. I think the best thing is Lantern here. Why does it hurt their mana? Oh, because it's less of a... Okay, yeah. Yeah. I like that. Come on. That's not cool. I guess we have to because we can't target them any other chance. Okay, whatever. Yeah, that was just like a whole lot of... So they're going to draw Curse. There's Destiny Spinner. There goes Destiny Spinner. So they're going to play, I guess, both at the same... They're going to play Enchanter's Presence and then play Curse. And just draw a million cards. Yeah, I feel like we're just going to have to get in with Urza Saga and get the beatdowns. So maybe playing it early isn't panning out how we wanted it to. Ensnaring Bridge. They're really afraid of Ensnaring Bridge. Leyline of Sanctity. Draw 2 more cards. I mean, I guess we play this out. Doesn't do anything. But they're just going to be drawing so many cards. Do we bring in all the bridges too? No, we still have 3. They drew Blood Moon. I don't think we're getting there through Blood Moon. 8 mana. Oh my god. Alright, Blood Moon, yeah. Yeah. That's fine. Jeez. Alright, so let's hope they don't have Leyline. If they do, we are kind of screwed. No Leyline, yes. take presence. So our sequencing here is to take presence. We have prismatic ending and we can just name Destiny Spinner. But we'll Thoughtseize out the Force of Vigor. We got a Blood Moon. I feel like we have to take Force here. Should we hit Sterling Grove though? I think we hit Sterling. Not sure. They're drawing an Enchanter's Presence. That's not good. Yeah, opponent has a really good hand. Canis, that's a fine draw. I guess it wasn't good to name. We probably could have named that because we're going to portable hole that now anyway, I guess. Well, I guess we can. I'm just going to eat that, I guess. So if they draw a land, which they did, we just need to draw some lands because now they're going to go Enchanter's Presence. Yep. We need to draw a land for to prismatic ending that. We did not. Let's see what they're drawing. Utopia Sprawl, okay. Bridge, yeah. Bridge. We just need lands though. We're really strapped for lands here. But luckily they can only play one card a turn. Portable hole. Too bad we can't hit that. Leyline? Sure. Does not bother me none. Fiddlebender. That's get that. Because actually, no, we should have played. I meant to play this Fiddlebender because I wanted the. I meant to. So I could get rid of portable hole, but that's my fault. But yeah, if we can actually get a land and all right, Lantern of Insight they named. So we want like Saga or Colored Source. Come on. So we could draw a card with Bauble, or we could sack this for like something else. We might just sack Needle for. What's a 2-drop that we could get? Let's... Destiny Spinner. There's another ending. Sorry. I think we ending this and then attack for 4. No, it's fine. You're basing it off your list. Dude, Aetherstone Canonist just like doing work here. Alright. Wow. Got there, dude. Aetherstone Canonist. And DMTG. Running it. Alright, we were 2-2. We did not get to use Oswald like we wanted to, but he did 4 damage. One lander. Triple portable hole? No. They were last seen playing Living End. This hand is pretty garbage against Living End, huh? I mean, we can Inquisition them, I guess. Okay. So obviously we're going to keep this. We don't know if they're on Living Land 100%, but we'll put back that. Also, Cage does nothing, so yeah, Cage doesn't beat Living End. That's so like I just love my main deck cards. So we're really gonna have to just like, yeah, everything's in our sideboard. So we're really gonna have to get bridge down. Gonna have to find and get bridge. So we're gonna have to draw a lot. No chalice either. in our list too, we have I like this matchup. We have Relic in the main, and then we have 4 bridge, and in the side we have 2 chalice, and stuff like that. But yep. And we're not going to draw here, because if they grief us, we don't want to get griefed. I guess we should have bobbled there. Yep. Oh. Psychic, baby. Check out my lands. You should be playing this deck. Alright, so they hit nothing. They're gonna fetch that away, but that's fine. Can we needle anything of relevance, or are we just gonna like needle Misty? I mean, we could just be dead next turn anyway. Okay, well, they're smart. I guess we could just name any cycler, to be honest. So they pitched 2 Wraiths, and we've only seen 1 Misty. I don't think it like matters right now. I mean, we could name, they've run 4 curators also. So we could just name like a cycler. There's Waker. Portable hole. I'm just sad we don't have any main deck to deal with anything. So we're just gonna start making constructs and hope it gets there. But we can assume that they have like violent outbursts or something, and then we just lose. I mean, there's bridge, but they're just gonna grief it. Yeah. That sucks. We drew it too. It is an activated ability? Alright. Alright, Zach, have fun. I'm sure I'll see you there, but happy Thanksgiving, yeah. Damn. Alright. Yeah, we can't win. There's a lot of things to name. Alright, so definitely gonna bring in our Graveyard Hate. Bring in these 4, 5. Torp Orb could be good. Cookbook, no. Cage, no. All this. Is anything else we don't want? We're just pretty much trying to avoid. They have Ingot Chewer and Foundation Breaker. I feel like this is a potentially hard matchup unless we just like have everything. I think that's fine. We'll try this. I mean, it has bridge. It has a lot of what we need. And we can always like Fiddlebend into something. Could also mull to some type of sideboard hate, but the first game we went to 5, which, okay, so they're gonna take bridge. That's another thing, like mulliganing against this deck, we still get, like, it's card disadvantage this way, but Lantern's such a sweet deck. I mean, it's sweet when it's doing its thing, but like, it's unfortunate when this stuff happens. Torp Orb. Fiddlebender. So what's cool is that Violent Outburst. So what's cool is we could we can only do this as a sorcery, so we might actually they're drawing all the Cascade. We might Fiddlebend this. I think we have to. So we're gonna Fiddlebend this into Void Mirror. I can play Torp Orb. Just gonna cycle. Yeah. Then we just kind of have to kind of get there. So we can. So this stops. I mean, for like a soft cast force, and then this stops any ETBs. But I mean, they can just like end of turn force. Well, no, they can't because of Void Mirror. Oh my god, I'm a fucking idiot. I'm so used to I'm just gonna attack. I'm so used to like casting this shit for free. That sucks. That stinks too because that's another Fiddlebender activation. But they're on 9. So like we might not even want to do that. So that's a mistake. So we're going to use white mana to cast that. That should get the concession. Unless they have like force. Yeah. Fiddlebender doing a lot of work here. Yeah, nice. All right, so we Fiddlebent there. That's pretty good. Anything we want? Anything else we want? I don't think so. All right, we're gonna keep this. This has hand disruption. And then on turn 2, we can like needle. It's like, obviously Grief's gonna get this no matter what, but if they Grief the bridge, then who cares? And this is where Bauble's fantastic here because we get a turn 1 Inquisition or turn 1 Thoughtseize, which we wouldn't otherwise have. And they're on 4, so they might force this, which would be insane for us. No, they didn't. Okay. It's almost tempting to take this, take one of their cyclers, but I think that's crazy because. So we could. No, we don't have Void Mirror. I think it's the safest bet is to take that. You could argue taking one of their cyclers so they don't get into what they need, but. Breeding pool. So now they have Waker to cycle if they want. Another force on top. That's terrifying. Man, that force is going to destroy us. Man. Let's get Twerp Orb down. And then I guess they're going to draw force. They're not going to be able to unless they draw a green source. But they're going to Waker it. Get to draw it. And we just gotta hope that they don't get a green source to pitch. Okay, so they drew either force and they drew double force. So if they don't pitch and kill both of these, we're good. They're looking for it. All right, so we're gonna take their force. As long as they didn't draw a green source this turn, and in response, gonna cast it. think they drew it. They wouldn't be thinking this hard. But they're gonna have to pitch. They're gonna go down to one card, and then we're gonna... Fuck. So dumb. Brazen Borrower. Man, they... Guess we're playing that Saga here. Oh, they didn't crack Misty. That's huge for us. Do we want to name another... I think they're only running... They're not running... They're running 4 Misties and only like 2 Scalding Tarns, so we can just name like... We can name Street Wraith, I think, here. I think that's a safe name. Alright. I drew the Curator. That was another one we could have named. Alright, so we're not going to play this bridge because we're going to be on the beatdown. And we can just get Relic here. Oh no, did they seriously draw Violent Outburst? Oh my god. Man, this... Yes! That's Soul God Lantern doing work. If that was anything else but Soul God Lantern, we wouldn't have been able to win. Woo! That was good. This deck. It was definitely fun. It's definitely a lot of fun thinking about the lines with Oswald Fiddlebender. The mana base, I think, was fine. We had the white sources, we had the rainbow lands, we had the 0 mana artifacts that turn them on. It was totally cool to fiddlebend a 0 mana artifact to a portable hole if needed. That came up a couple times, and then we were able to get Void Mirror and Torpor Orb in that Living End matchup. As far as changes, trying to think. I do like having one piece of Graveyard Hate main deck that isn't Grafdigger's Cage, just something to like get rid of the graveyard as opposed to like as a preventative measure instead. But other than that, just like a few other things that came up, like main deck Shadow Spear could have been good, but there's a lot of quarter cases. Obviously we played against Burn twice. Sideboard, Prismatic Ending, a little less flexible than Portable Hole, but Portable Hole is great with Fiddlebender, so it's like a little give and take here. Everything else was pretty good. This is kind of what I run in my my main Abzan list, and like a couple of these are like main deck, like Relic. We didn't bring in Ratchet Bomb that we probably should have in that Enchantress matchup. Witchbane Orb was cute for the burn matchup. It's kind of expensive, but Again, we can always Fiddlebend and Ensnaring Bridge if like necessary. Yeah. So yeah, overall pretty cool deck. I did miss my Prismatic Endings main deck because I do love that card, but Aethersporn Canidus was pretty sweet. Good addition. But yeah, that'll do it for me. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and we'll see you next time. Peace.